We are the highlight of
Yes.
their Thursday, I guess.
Yeah, too right. So welcome all. This is the second time trying for tonight. My bad. I was trying to be too fancy with a bit of tech, and it kind of backfired. And also had to restart my PC as well. So yeah, welcome. This fun-filled Dice Sagas stream. It should be a good one though. So yes. So Matt, what are you working on tonight?
Surprise, surprise. It's more Stormcast. Working on the hero this time. The Lord Imperatant. This guy. My fancy green stuff fan.
Oh, yeah.
Although you might not see it yet because there's no color on it.
No, it's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, welcome the Night of Zen. Yeah, actually, I did see the comment you put just come in saying that there was an echo. And yeah, there's been a wee bit of a technical error from my side. Yeah, that's restart my PC. Trying with two cameras, didn't quite get it right with what I wanted to do. So I thought, let's just get on with it. Let's just do it.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, we've got hobby stuff to do. I can sort all that another day.
Yeah.
So,
what are you working on? I'm assuming it's going to be the turtle.
Indeed, I will be working on my turtle, my Leviathan. I got quite a lot done, to be honest, yesterday, and I think the armor. Well, the armor takes 2 seconds. In fact, yeah, clearly see I've missed a spot, but yeah, it's not too bad. I just need to do the shell, and I'm still debating what color to do the shell. That's my issue.
I thought you were going to do like a fiery kind of color.
I was, but then I'm like, how much time do I want to spend on it? Because it's a big shell.
It shouldn't be that hard to do a fiery color effect, right?
I don't know. It's just because it's a big shell, and I you know me, I go for speed. So
speed. Yeah, what you do is you're contrasting it, right?
Yeah.
What you do is you blast it with reds, and you might even want 2 brushes with this one, but blast it with red, and then while it's still wet, go over some bits with yellow and or orange.
Yep.
Just let it mix, and then just let it dry naturally. Just watch and see how the colors dry out.
So regardless,
just go nuts.
Crevices, all that kind of stuff. Just go all out.
Yep, just go all out. You can fix up any sort of mistakes, or if you want to change to have like, an edge color of some sort. Just worry about that afterwards.
Yeah, that's fair. Sure.
If all things don't work out, then you just repaint it.
Yeah, no, I was going to say I've already with the shell itself. I've already gone over some bits because I've tried greens, like different shades of green. I thought that'd be cool. Then I tried red, just red, just to see what it looked like. And yeah, and it's not really what I wanted to do.
I don't know. Give it a shot. I mean, the nice thing about these is you can always just pick an area, try something. Yeah. If it doesn't work, you can just go over it with Corax or whatever you're using, and just redo it. True. It's not that hard.
No, not at all. The Night of Zen, how is the sound, and you hear no more echoes and the music, all that jazz? Is that okay? It's always a problem as well when you're trying to get. Well, basically, it's logged on around about 9:05. Started to get things sorted, and then all of a sudden, PC restart. I was like, oh, God's sake, not what I need right now.
The usual.
And then I got stuff set up.
Would you like to update Windows right now? This is not an option. You must update Windows right now.
Yeah, exactly that. So, well, we made it.
Interesting, like lo-fi beats at the moment. To step away from our usual rock.
Well, all good now. Nice one. Thank you, Night of Zen. It's good to get all these little mistakes out the way. It's also what happens if I start trying something new, like when I've lost and running late. I've got a good idea. I've got these. I haven't really tried it at all. But you know what? A few minutes late, I'm like, oh, I should try this. And then, hence the echoes happened and all sorts of technical chaos.
All good.
Oh, yeah.
We got here in the end. That's all that matters.
So have you been doing much more of your Path to Glory storyline, or what are you thinking next? Because are you going to use like a different group of guys?
I could do if you want. Did you want to do the same? Did you want to use your Skaven again?
I'm
thinking continuation match.
Yeah, I'm thinking that.
Sure.
Round 2.
If you want, I can throw, because I've made like I said, my Stormcast. I'm gonna have like 5-ish different Path to Glories going at once, potentially.
Yeah,
just because I have enough of them to make like 5 different ones without much problem.
No,
it's gonna be like sure. 1 sacrosanct, 2 sacrosanct chambers actually, and then like a vanguard, possibly 2 of the normal old warrior chamber types. I got the new ones coming in as well.
Yep,
it'll be a mix of everything, but like having like a couple of different generals have their own kind of stories, that kind of thing.
That's cool. I'll just have different factions rather than, because you've got like a lot of the same, but obviously a variety. That'll be just different factions. Yeah. I'll have the Sylvaneth, I'll have an Ideneth, I'll have a Skaven. I might even have a KO. I've not really even thought about what kind of thing I'd take to that. Ships, maybe?
Well, you haven't played your KO for a while, actually, it seems.
I haven't, no. Well, I suppose you like that, though, right?
Well, I don't have to deal with shooting. I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah. Apart from that one shooting attack that I did with the Skaven, and then lo and behold, backfired.
Yeah, didn't mind that too much.
No. Christopher, welcome to the chat again, actually. Hey guys, still working on my Con Demon Juggernauts. Very cool.
Cool.
Yeah, in fact, Christopher, you joined Agent Nagash's chat yesterday as well, didn't you? I do recall. Oh yeah, as well, speaking with Agent Nagash as well, and he's looking to enter into a bit of a narrative kind of stuff as well, and looking to explore the obviously our pocket realm, which would be cool.
Ooh, that'd be nice. Welcome him with hammers and axes.
Very much. So another thing we've been doing as well is I ordered my board game as well, so that's just arrived. So
cool. Which one?
Twilight Imperium, which is very cool. It's a very, very, very big game, and
was
a good number of hours. Huh?
Oh, like big as in like long, lengthy kind of game.
Lengthy, and also the board space is pretty big as well. I mean, it's manageable, but it's quite big. Yeah. So it's yeah, it was very cool, and I'm stoked to get involved in that because I've already got a few chaps lined up as well who like expressing some interest, which is cool. Obviously, Matt yourself as well. When if as and when it happens, obviously we'll find out your schedule and stuff as well. Because obviously it's a timing wise,
Yeah, of course.
obviously what fits most people in that sense. And then it's a game which is up to 3 players minimum, and it can go up to 6 with the expansion. I think up to 8, but 8's like an all-day session kind of thing. But yeah, it's very cool. There's like politics involved. People use like conquer worlds, and they end up gaining like resources and influence, and depending on which world you conquer, you get like political cards, and you have to vote on new laws for the system. And if you have more votes through which planets you conquer, which planets you own, that kind of stuff. So it's very cool. And obviously the goal is to get as many victory points, so up to 10 victory points.
Of course.
Yeah.
See, I wish that kind of thing would happen in AOS or something, just so you can have a bit of diplomacy, a bit of like role playing. That's kind of cool stuff, I think.
Yeah. No, honestly, you can like obviously have agreements, so you can agree not to attack each other, backstab each other, all that kind of stuff. And obviously, lo and behold, it could happen, and stuff. It's just awesome. Love it. Yes, sir. That was me. I thought so. Fax Painter, welcome. Sorry I missed the start. Evening, all. Well, to be honest, I don't think you would be. The start wasn't as smooth as it should have been. Put it that way. Some technical issues. But welcome. And yeah, we're playing some smoother music for a Thursday evening instead of our normal kind of rocky kind of tunes.
I think the smooth tunes.
Sorry, go on, Matt.
I like the smooth tunes. It's nice to paint to. It's calm.
Yeah. Basically, you want the rock tunes when you're doing a bit of dry brushing. It's like, go on.
Bash it on.
Yeah. It's funny. I was talking to there's a guy in chat the other time. He was asking about the with like Nagash and stuff. He was asking about what's the best way to get your armies painted, and I answered not doing hobby hangouts. For me personally, anyway. And Nagash was laughing as well because obviously he was saying the same thing because we just talk too much. But
you got your Leviathan thing working on pretty all right. You're getting somewhere with it.
That's true. I mean, because it's blasting contrast and it's great. Anything if it's too detailed, then that's where I struggle big time. But
yeah, it's hard to keep up a conversation and do detailed work. If you're doing just like base coding, it's pretty all right.
Yeah. But no, that's funny. So this is part of the hobby stuff I love doing, though, is talking to folks and obviously the guys in chat, and then obviously yourself, Matthew.
Yeah, just admit you don't enjoy that. I can take it.
So what's everyone working on tonight then in chat?
And just give me 1 second here.
Yeah. Yeah, because the idea was I was going to have another camera, fax painter as well. I had another camera set up, which was going to look at the work I'm actually painting on. So I'll have 2 cameras, which is great. I got a lot of echo and feedback, so I had to stop that pretty much. And I had to restart my PC, and then we had this tech issue happen. So it's been all sorts of chaos. In fact, what I'm going to do, let's have a look at the where is it? Settings. camera. Show advanced. Yeah, it's fine. Green screen. Okay. So for the guys in chat as well, obviously we've got the Pocket Realm, as you can see here behind me. So anyone who's interested in Age of Sigmar, that kind of thing, obviously for you guys in chat and for those who may watch after, if it is something that you guys are actually interested in, Age of Sigmar wise, and you want to place a faction of your own in our settlements, please obviously do so. That's awesome. Just reach out to us. We'll get your settlement sorted and obviously look to and tell you where you can add your community lore. And then eventually, obviously, we'll have those videos come to life on the screen, which is very cool. Like this one here, the Fate of Dread Hollow. That was Dave, as part of the community. He submitted this, and yeah, this is his little video for his section of territory, even in the mortal realm, on the not mortal pocket realm, in the Interstice pocket realm. There you go. But as I was saying before, we are actually looking at doing some 40k as well in the future. So this is the... So I don't know if you can see. There you go. Get me out of the way. So that's the map currently that we've got going on. And this map is going to be our sector, and then we're going to have subsector territories. So the idea is that you would obviously choose a location. You can be from outside of this sector, and then say you're coming in on a fleet or whatever. You'll have like an origin, and you select what planet or whether it's fleet, anything like that, of your made-up chapter, whatever chapter you want to do, and then you select what planet it is, and then select which subsector and all that kind of stuff. And it kind of just helps fill out the sector. How many times have I said sector? Too many, but I think it would be cool. Kobolds. Oh, very cool. Very cool. The match just disappeared for a while. Aiming to finish my Assault Intercessors tonight. Awesome. I'm loving that. The old Desert Lions, isn't it? So that's cool. Yeah, you need to disable sound on your camera feed. Yeah, exactly. And that's, in all honesty, I was trying to do it. Trying to do it live isn't necessarily the best idea, right? So I had to just end the stream and then start stream again, unfortunately. But next time I'll look to get it done so you can see both here. But as I said, very early on, restarting the computer, and then I came across this little tech issue live, which wasn't ideal, and then, yeah. But we'll slowly get there. But yeah, so currently I'm working on my turtle. My Leviathan. Which is actually something I'm very keen to use as well, because I've not used the Leviathan yet. So I don't know, you probably can't see it because it disappears, but hence why I wanted the second camera.
Welcome. Hi. Sorry about that.
Back. No, that's all right. Khan must take that sector. Slaanesh is a weak god.
Wait, what?
So basically, hence the...
I like where this is going.
Dave's thing in chat that... sorry, Dave's community law video here. But no, honestly, it's pretty cool.
That Slaanesh territory is like right next to my Khorne territory, so yes, I will probably go smash it up at some point.
I believe so. Seda, welcome. Glad you made it. Right, so Matt's just showing him a bit of a future 40k map stuff.
The star thingy.
Cool. Yeah. Which is pretty cool. Right, let me just change it back, because we are in the Interstice pocket realm at the moment. How? Okay, so I think I've done everything in terms of...
You've done everything. Well done. We're done now.
Well,
Good night, folks.
Surprise you though, would it? It wouldn't surprise you. But yeah, so I've done everything in terms of so it's ready to be decisions. I was thinking of doing it like Bowser at first.
Bowser. That'd be cool.
It would be, but I'm just like, oh, the greens. I was like that. To be honest, I've already painted the skin texture a green, so it's like I would have had to do that yellow and then the shell red, and then I was going to do the barnacles the shell green. Then the barnacles I would have done like red. So it has the different colors in there, which would have been fun. But yeah, kind of. I couldn't really decide on that green color, so I was like, yeah, I was a bit unsure. But hey ho, it is what it is.
I saw it. It was pretty alright looking. So you're doing pretty alright with it, I thought. The skin looks pretty decent.
Yeah, no, I'm happy with it. It's just obviously it's just that shell. I need to really decide what I want to do with it, color wise. I'm trying to think now. So on my Ideneth, I've got very like bright textures.
Oh yeah.
So it's one of those things whether or not I want to go down that route still. I mean, don't run, the turtle's skin isn't dull or anything, but I wanted something that would pop, but be quite, doesn't look too ridiculous. Says the one who does Pink Shark.
At the end of the day, it's AOS. I mean, it's everything. Everything could possibly be there. Any color scheme, anything that you can imagine could possibly work.
Yep, very true. Very true. Yeah, we had Christopher there saying blood for the blood god, so I'm fully on your side.
A man after my own heart and my blood.
I think we need to talk about when we're going to get our next game in as well.
When do you want? When are you free this weekend? Sure. Do you think like Sunday, maybe?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Sunday would be cool.
Double check all the plans and all that jazz, but Sunday sounds good.
Yeah, Sunday would be decent. Now, again, did you want to do your Skaven again? I could bring my the one I used last time, that chamber, and just kind of continue that story. I could bring another one.
No, I don't mind. You can bring another one. Because I was toying with the idea of trying Ideneth, depending on if we're doing like 1,000 points, then I was trying. I think I've got 1,000 points worth.
You must at this point.
Yeah. So yeah, I was thinking of trying my Ideneth first time. So I was like, yeah, let's do it. After this Leviathan, I've actually got 3 more units, and then so I've got 2 more eel units, and then I've got Reavers to paint, and then that's the Ideneth. Not say completed, but a lot of it's been done. And then I suppose I would have to get like the god-like creature, whatever that's called. I can't remember.
Oh, the Mathlan
I can't remember. Mathlan, yeah, the
tidal wave dude.
Got the book right here. I've not
the Eidolon of Mathlan.
It is, yes, the Eidolon of Mathlan. That's the one. That's my problem. Too many armies. Too many names to remember.
You should see my list of Stormcast characters.
I can imagine, like, even every single Stormcast is a character and hero in their own right, because they're all champions, aren't they?
In a way. I mean, just the hero roster I have, there's like, let's take a quick count. I think I have at least 10.
That's decent.
Let's see now. What do I got written up? These are the ones I got written up. Let's see.
Christopher
Just
says
one,
salute,
two,
Matt. So
three, four.
he's Christopher's fully on board, and then you got Nagash who's joined as well. Welcome, Nagash. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
King of the undead,
Yes.
Lord of the
and
undead.
Also, the one and only chap as well who actually participated and did the voiceover for the ogre for this battle report. Funnily enough. Right, I've missed a few bits. That is annoying. And then I'll get cracking. I've just got to commit to this shell work and just procrastinating too much. It's a big deal, yo. It's a big deal. Sorry, Matt. So you were saying about your characters. So you got 10 characters, yeah?
About 12, I think, that I've written about. And there's a few more that I haven't written about or haven't had time to write about.
That's good going for one army as well.
Yeah, just for one army. And I got like I forget how many I have. I think I have 8-ish for Khorne, which is thematic.
Well, you have, yeah, because I've gone through the lore videos that have been coming out, which are obviously mainly yours at the moment. And it's just like Khorne.
Just because I haven't had time to narrate my Stormcast ones yet.
No, it's all
That
good.
and I don't have pictures for them yet.
No, of course. Well, same with some of mine as well. Like, I got Melchior, who I'm gonna do. I've already done the narration for that.
Oh yeah,
need to
decent.
take the pics, yeah. And then I've got about 5 more, which I've already done the stories, just need narrating, and obviously bits of pics now and again. So yeah, I've got quite a big chunk to get through, and that's not all of it. I've got so much more. Strong, yes, Nagash. So Nagash, thank you for joining. And what are you working on without having to obviously do the entertaining this time around?
Well, he's always more than welcome to join us.
Yeah, very true, actually. Oh, bloody paint. Yes, and Nagash, if you did fancy joining, popping on stream, by all means, let us know. Can chuck you up on
pop on, by all means. Love painting next to celebrities, so please.
Is it your thing, Matt? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, my dream would be to get Henry Cavill on here. Could you imagine?
Yeah, that would be something for sure.
It's not gonna happen, but
There you go. He's going to be joining. Right, let's just get this.
Ooh. Moist already.
I'm just going to send it in Discord. There you go, mate. Just sent it through. I am the improved version of him. What of Henry Cavill here?
So modest. So modest.
Okay. Because I'm still thinking on the shell, which is annoying me. Because I could get this done in no time if it just...
Oh, come on. Just commit. Commit.
I know.
Take chances. Go for it.
Yeah. I like the idea of just like mixing some orange, red, and stuff. I've got I suppose, Flesh Tearers red over Blood Angels red. Because Blood Angels red is a bit much, I think. Very vibrant, I'd say. Yeah, so Matt, as I was saying, that Twilight Imperium, that's just arrived today. I've not even unboxed it yet. But I was severely tempted. What's this? Achillean green. Go, go, go. Achillean green. Right.
Keeling green. Go for it. Do it.
I'm checking to see if we've got it. Let's have a look.
You must have it. At this point, you must have like most, if not all, the contrast
It's
paints.
actually Achillean green. I'm pretty sure. No, I think I've got it. I just don't remember that name. Unless you're winding me up, which clearly you could be. Because I don't know where all the paint's going. Where are you? Here we go. You know what colour I have got though? Leviathan blue. Right on the nose. There you go. Lupical if you don't have it. No, to be honest, I thought I had a Keeling green because I do vaguely remember, but I actually don't own it, I don't think. So I have one of the rare colours that or one of the colours that I actually don't own. Strangely enough. There we go.
Considering
There he
you
is.
are painting.
Hello, how are we doing?
Greetings.
Hello, hello.
How are we this evening?
We are, well, I am very good, thank you.
How are we doing?
Hello.
Not too bad, not too bad.
I was gonna say, welcome. It's we ended up talking for quite a bit last night, didn't we? So a bit.
We did, and honestly, I mean, like I've heard, Matt, that you're a bit of a doctor when it comes to this sort of stuff, aren't you? So
That is what people call me, yes.
Christian needs a lot of help. Generally, I mean, it was just the thing about the badges. I mean, the seal, I could see where you're coming from, but the badges, I mean, it's not that it's a moral thing. I just think on the legal terms, you might need to go to another country. But like, I'm sure Matt can have a discussion with you.
I think you lost me there.
Yeah, so I don't want to go into too much details.
Too much detail, yeah. We can't.
Sorry for the badger. Right, yeah, but I'm very well. I was asked what hobby I was doing before I came on and started just typing lots of useful, informative information to the chat. I'm actually working on a video, so Soulblight Gravelord. So yes, Matt, I heard you asking, when is the Soulblight Gravelord series going to come? It is going to come probably next week at some point. So here we are. It's going to come soon, and it's going to start with the lore video. So reading a lot of lore from this custom. Where will this be available? As you say, Christian, this will be on the Age of Nagash YouTube channel, where you'll be able to check it out in its video series when it comes at some point. Well, I'm sure there'll be a link to it in the description down below. Jacob, I'll stop taking. Sorry.
Wow, that was the most unshameless, unabashed plug I've ever heard.
You're right. I do enjoy his content as well, Matt. It's really good.
I believe
One
it.
thing I want to ask is,
Actually, do
how
look
is
forward
the
to it.
stream
Actually,
for everyone else.
The stream.
Yeah,
We're
is it,
streaming?
like smooth, is it not? And
It seemed a bit jarring, but that's because I realised I had you playing on the video on a separate tab, so I've stopped that. So
that must have been weird. It's like
yeah.
listening to yourself in the past.
Yeah, so my intro on here was kind of me realising every time I was trying to hear you talk, I was just hearing my own replies. And you just agreeing what I was saying, so I was really happy with that. It seems okay for me. I can hear Matt really well. Christian, I know you're not talking, so I don't know how well I can hear you, but
You just need to listen to me. It's all right.
that's it. I mean, to be honest, as I was saying to
That's
Christian,
what you come here for.
it really is. And I said to this Christian when he joined my one yesterday, I said that, you know, really, I got the if you looked at two sides on a dice, I got the 1 on the channel yesterday, and today I'm talking to the 6. So just he's smirking. He can hear us. It's fine.
I like it. I like it.
It's good, and I like this setup when I'm at. Okay, there is something wrong because there's a delay. Because I heard you laugh, and then I saw you laugh about a minute later. Yeah, there's definitely a delay. Matt, can you see it? Yeah, was it working before I joined? Because
I think so.
I can leave.
I mean, Chris was having some technical difficulties before. I told him to get some Viagra for it. It might have helped a little bit, but I don't know, it might be some actually a computer issue.
You just have difficulty being able to buy in that much quantity that he requires in this country. Honestly, there's different country. You get the badger stuff sorted. You get the badger stuff sorted, and life is generally a lot better.
And he's gone.
And now we've got the 1 and the 6 left on the dice, but obviously just the 6. But how are you doing, Matt? Anyway, how have you been? I haven't spoken to you.
I'm doing all right. I'm just busy with work, really, more than anything. That's probably why I'm not on that much.
But I mean, unfortunately, though, aside the YouTube millions that you guys and we all are making, work is where the money comes for the food, I believe, generally. So it has to take precedence, doesn't it?
Yeah, especially when you got kids.
Yeah, I'm not even going to pretend to understand what that's like. Okay, all I know is looking after one big kid called myself is enough, let alone multiple other mouths and souls at this point to keep alive and keep going.
Oh yeah, Bone Daddy, a lot of souls to look after.
There's so many. Like it's as Nagash, I've put myself in a position that I can't actually give any back because I'm out of pride, and because of the Soul Wars cost a lot, I can't afford to give any back. So it's like when you take on more debt just because out of your own stubbornness. So that's basically what's happened to Nagash at this moment in time. So yeah, that's where I am.
Oh, let's not forget about that spanking you got from Techless.
Look, I mean, most people put on curly shoes and wear a funny hat, and to be honest, I'll generally have a good time out of it. But to protect this, it just wasn't. You didn't have my permission, and it wasn't. You didn't have my consent.
I don't think consent was part of it at that point.
No, but in the laws of England and Wales, it's very much part of it.
Well, you were Shyish at the time, so surely those laws must be a little bit different.
Shyish is just a posh word for Birmingham, mate. No, Birmingham's really nice. I've seen it on Peaky Blinders. I'm joking. I'm sure it's really nice. Okay, sorry. I just came on here and there's probably one person from Birmingham watching this, and they're not anymore.
Not watching anymore.
I remember watching anything on YouTube is more entertaining than looking out of your Birmingham window. I'm joking. That's not called for. People from Birmingham are lovely. I know none, but I'm sure they are. Right. This is what happens when I'm allowed to talk and I get interrupted. So, but do you want me to do a reading? Should we do a reading, or is this going to get flagged for copyright from the Soulblight Gravelord's Battle Tome?
A reading? Do you mean like, are you a medium now? Are you going to talk to the dead? I suppose you are Nagash.
I am the dead.
That's a bit better, right?
Oh, the deaths of conversations generally.
Chris is back.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Do you mind?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Bugger.
I can hear you at least.
Yeah, talk?
Yeah, can you hear us now, yeah?
Let me know you're talking.
Yeah, I can hear him. Can you hear him?
I think Agent Nagash is just being a bit of a, what you call it?
I can hear you. Right, so don't worry about any of the sort of like, don't want to say anything bad on the channel or anything, or don't want to do any swearing, because I've realised that this video is going to be demonetized because the artwork. Sorry. So none of this for you. I mean, surely the police will be around at some point. Right, okay. Yeah, I was just rambling on for a long time. I do apologise. Anyone got any questions? Because usually that's something I say half through a conversation. Anyone got any questions for me?
No, nothing at all.
Okay. Would you like me to do a reading?
You're just what do you call it? You're just a showpiece at the moment, to be honest.
I am just
Yeah,
an
you flex
inanimate
The eye
object.
candy. He is the eye candy.
Yeah.
Sorry, you can't see my shoulders enough. Let me pump up the chair.
There's no camera that'll fit your shoulders. There's no camera that'll fit. Shoulders just too swole. Too swole.
Well, I was thinking this is going to sound absolutely horrible, really arrogant, but like, so my chest is over 48 inches, like the circumference.
Oops.
So that means you think, and I'm not saying this in an arrogant way, in a modest way, I have you know, but if you think like a 6x4 board, 6x4 foot, like and it's got those like 6 sections that make up those GW boards.
Yeah.
If you were to get my chest and cut it in half and then just sort of like put it next to each other, that would be
Murder.
It would be murder, but that would be 2 board sections. What are our thoughts?
Well, the next time I need to make a 6x4 board, I will look for you.
Every time I'm down 2 board pieces, your fucking chest is getting harvested.
Worthy cause.
It'd be great for a Shaishin death board, wouldn't it?
Huh?
That would be cool. Yeah, just carve open a person.
I mean, again, different countries, different rules. So when are we? No, I won't name the country.
Right. Going back to a bit of hobby here, mate. You know what I mean, right? I'm painting this thing and I tried 3 different.
When I get on painting it, mate, that's like 90% still sprayed. Like, I thought you were using contrast. I'm joking. It's really good. It's really
I tried 3 different bloody colours.
Oh, that's Stormcast. I mean, I've never seen a more beautiful model in the last 20 seconds. And that's Stormcast. I'm joking. They both look lovely.
Hold on. Let's do something. Hold on.
Not nearly as lovely as you.
So much better, right? It's so much better. The power.
I'm going to have a wank. Right, sorry. I'm back in camera. I won't do that. Right. Okay. So...
cheers, Christopher. Thanks. I'm definitely having some technical issues. Put it that way.
I think the technical issues is mainly just me talking over everyone. I think that's probably the main thing.
That's why you're here, so we can actually get some hobby done. So
I have achieved nothing on my video since. I've just got back from dinner and I've got nothing done.
That is a productive evening.
Well, so welcome, mates. Okay, so Christopher's saying, how old were all of us 3 when we first started doing the hobby? So, I was probably about 10, I want to say. So, yeah, about 23 years, roughly. Been in doing bits of the hobby. Obviously, I've had some periods out and all that kind of stuff, but yeah, around about that time. That was about Matt. What about you? I know. I kind of know, but these guys don't.
Me, I'm probably the youngest of the 3 of us because I started 2017.
Yeah.
So like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And did you not do it as a kid for a few years and then you went back to it?
No, I was.
Okay. Right.
No. At best, I did some Gundam models, but that's not anything close to this.
That's not nearly as sophisticated as this one.
Mikey, what about you?
Different.
So I was, just want to get it noted, I was born 2 years after, 2 years before Christian got into the hobby. I think that's important. And then the other thing to say is that, so I did this when I was about 8 or 9. I think I got into it. What year was it? I probably first saw my first Warhammer figure when I was about 6 years old, and it was a case of my mate had 6. Is it? Yeah, probably was about 6. Yeah, I mean we'll get this confirmed and we'll put it in the comments, but because it's obviously that important. But I was about 6. Went to my friend's house. He had the Lizardmen. So I saw they looked like the old Saurus warriors and stuff. So I saw that, and I probably had my first Warhammer when I bought it for me when I was about 9, but again, didn't really have any money, but I had a few little things here. Like I had so many night goblins, it was ridiculous, but nothing cool like squigs. It was just the pure night goblins. And then just I was like, can I have a troll? Shut up and eat your food. And I was like, well, at least I've got food, so I can't complain. So that was the case, and then I stopped when I was about 10 or something, 11, and then I got back into it when I was about 20, so about 6 years ago, like when Age of Sigmar first started, and that's when I properly got into it. But like when I was aware of when Warhammer first cursed me was probably when I was about 6 years old, about 20 years ago, because mainly it is a curse, isn't it? Because like although I didn't really collect it or anything, I still probably went on the Games Workshop website once every 3 months or something just to see like, oh, that's a cool looking dinosaur, being the Carnosaur, which I only found out too late. It's not called a Carnosaurus. Yeah, the Carnosaur, and like you just add all the other names on. The Carnosaurus,
Trigonosaurus,
Troglodon, the Carnosaurus, Troglodon, Bastillodon, Stegodon, Maximus. And then, but I always liked the look of the vampire counts when I was a kid, but I couldn't afford them because I was like, can I have a box of zombies? And it's like, box of zombies, but last year, we bought you a box of night goblins. No. So I had the zombie. So I really liked the old Vargoth model, and I got into Death, and then I was like, here we are. And I was like, people aren't making enough Death YouTube content back then, and I made a YouTube channel, which again, it's in the show notes. And then here we are.
Well, I love it. To be honest, a similar kind of thing, though. So
20 years, sorry, just to say, so to fully answer the question, 20 years ago is when I first saw Warhammer. So, like, to answer it.
Well, to be honest, it's when it's kind of similar thing where I went around a mate's house and it was, I remember it was High Elves against Chaos. It was demons. There was I saw Bloodthirster, the Everqueen. And that's when Everqueen was absolutely just one touch and it destroyed demons back then. And it was just one of it's like, what is this? It's so cool. And then obviously my first army was Lizard Men as well. And then, as always, I had like over the years every army going, similar to what I do now. And then now I'm trying to consolidate. But yeah, so it's that kind of thing. Then got into 40k, probably about 6 years after starting fantasy. Started my first army for that was Blood Angels. But no, I might have been actually a bit younger. In fact, I've totally forgotten that. How old are you now when you leave primary school? Is it around about
12? I don't know.
Yeah.
Primary school's like, I think that's when you guys end.
To catch up on all the education you missed out by COVID, you'll probably be about 25 when you leave.
But no, anyway, just a few years before.
Primary school, I think
before I left primary school, so it was around a few years. So I think it was about 10 actually, yeah, around that age. And then so then since then I've played it like years and years, and then I think it took about a year or two out, and came back to it, and then that was it really. Just carried on, and I think with AOS first came out, I'd give that a go for about a year and a half, and then I kind of stepped back again from about 6 months, and then thought, balls, let's just go for it. So started playing, because again, a lot of the people I used to play with kind of obviously left, and there's like, got no one to play, and then ended up coming back, and then lo and behold, I actually met Matt in store as well.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's how all good love stories start.
It's a curse or a blessing for you, Matt. I don't know, but
let's not talk about that.
No. Well, yeah.
No, it's funny. Like the first time I went to the nearest town that I lived in, or nearest city that I lived near, opened up a Games Workshop. I walked in, and at that point I was like, probably about 10-ish. I had no idea. I walked in, like, oh, Games Workshop. They must sell video games. Walked in, like, these aren't video games. I was very disappointed. Yeah. But at the same time, I thought it was, that's pretty cool. Miniatures. I had no idea. I thought they all came, like, pre-painted like that. I'm like, wow, that's cool.
That surely justifies the prices, right?
Yeah, I mean, at that price, it must be painted, right?
At that price, free Vanguard models, these so-called Vanguard. I mean, suppose they're painted quite nicely. You get the box. Just like, what the hell is this?
How's it fit in there? I think I literally asked one of the store people, I was like, how's that dragon model fit in this box? It's so cool.
It's just like, what those like pop-up books where you just open the pages and the picture comes up. That's what I started making. Like Warhammer's played on books, and the size of the book is the size the base is meant to be. and that's a great invention, isn't it? You just pop it up. There's the model. You do that. Basically, what TPS models are, but when they were 2D.
I remember we used to spend about £10 and got about 20 miniatures for it. So they were glory days.
Damn.
Yeah, it used to be good, didn't it? Used to be. I think the start collecting boxes were fantastic when they were all just the fixed rate of being £50 in the UK. That was great.
Okay, so Christopher, as basically said, he started in 1991. He was 21 when he started.
Nice.
And then, wow, I feel old now. Okay, Fax Pain, so you don't have to say your age, but when did you start? How many years ago?
1931. It's so ridiculous.
Ripping.
Oh, you really are old.
Yeah, well, to be honest, been knowing me, I'll be in this hobby for a long, long time, and there you go.
If I don't die by being collapsed on by my models and my backlog, then I'm doing it wrong.
Well, what was that?
If I don't die by being crushed by my backlog, I'm doing it wrong.
Yeah.
And then just looking down at my kids, going, well, you know, we should do all this stuff because he really likes it. We should sell it and go on holiday. But don't do that. That thing absolutely ages the paint. Keep it and store it for no reason. Or I'll haunt you. Make your life a living hell.
Well, I mean, you are Nagash.
Imagine how many ghosts there are out there from people who can't leave this world because their armies never got finished.
So much unfinished business, yeah.
Yeah, so they're just like stuck in limbo. Oh, so many Warhammer ghosts. Awful.
So anyway, Christopher's saying, so my first 2 armies started with Battle Masters. Not sure.
It's Battle Masters, Battle Warhammer thing, was that? I don't know.
If only they were pre.
Sounds familiar. I don't know what's from though.
No, same.
Yeah, if only they were.
Yeah, I thought, because I remember us having a brief discussion before when we were talking. I think we were streaming last time. Well, I was streaming last time, and then we started, because I was looking at board games and a load of other stuff. And then we started reflecting on stuff we used to watch when we were kids, like cartoons, TV series, and stuff. And then we started naming things, and I was like, wait, what? What's this?
Did anyone?
All of a sudden, it's like all these awesome little. I had to Google it, but there's some really cool stuff there. Yeah.
Did any of you? So here's an old cartoon. There's a film, Flight of Dragons. Has anyone seen that?
Flight of Dragons.
Flight of Dragons. It's amazing. It's fantastic.
Is it old? Did you say?
Old.
Yeah, how long ago are we talking?
I think it came out. I watched it in the 1990s, but I think it might have came out like in the 1980s, maybe.
I don't know.
Great, it's a great film. It's cartoons. And it's about dragons. I mean, what more do you? Yeah, what more do you need?
A description, perhaps, maybe.
There's a quest involved. There's a bit of fighting between technology of man and magic, and how the magic world is dying, but there's an evil wizard.
Okay, fair enough.
That doesn't ring a bell.
Yes, the Knight of Zen knows this. Click on his comment. Put his comment up. Yep, he's the one.
There you go.
Right, so it was, he's amazing. So the Knight of Zen, me and him, we practically grew up together, if I'm honest. Always liked, really, just, if anything, he just always seemed so zen, just like really nice and chilled. But it came out, I just remember now, 1982. I think me and the Knight of Zen is on the same wavelength for that. Great, honestly, great. I mean, don't watch it now if you haven't watched it, because you won't have any nostalgia behind it, so you probably won't like it. But go back in time, watch it. It's the same way when people say to me, I don't know, Back to the Future. Never watched it, so I don't have nostalgia for it. Yeah, I know, but I won't have the nostalgia now, will I? And I'll just go like, that's not around now, and this is probably when it was set.
Never watched it, although it does look like something I'd enjoyed back then, but never watched it.
Well, Fly of Dragons.
Yeah.
It was great. It was like, do you like Dragonheart? That's a good film. Have you seen Dragonheart?
Yeah,
everyone's seen Dragonheart. Yeah, that's a great film.
So it's going to say Fax Painter transitioned from Airfix kits in 1993. And Mark, welcome to the chat again. Welcome. Now I'm feeling old today, definitely.
I'm feeling old.
Honestly, I think out of us three on stream right now, I think Matt, you're old. Old.
Ouch! Thanks.
You're old.
Jesus.
Right, just the conversation. His sentence was actually going to end there as well, Matt. Don't think it actually was going to lead to anything. It was just going to be.
Oh, just, Matt, you're old.
Matt, you're old. Anyway, on to the next question.
Moving on.
Just time to insert a statement.
I tell you what, though, right? I've had technical issues, and now I'm having speech issues. It's not a good. It's not a good day to stream.
Sounds like an average day, really.
You're older. Then I think then it's me. Then obviously I know it's Mikey last. You're a wee baby.
I am a wee 26 years young.
Yeah, 33, and Matt, you're 35.
Yeah,
34?
that would be about right.
35, yeah, thought so.
Also, just want to say, Cedar is also a very good person, and
we'll get there. We'll get there.
We'll get there.
That's all that.
Stop running ahead.
No,
Right.
exactly. It was a runoff of Warhammer by Nelson Bradley with Citadel Minches. Oh, okay. I'm assuming that was from Battle
okay.
Masters.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Battle Masters. Yeah, no, never heard of that either. There you go. With a Nagash.
Great.
Yeah.
Right, so I did a live
He's
stream
a good
talking
guy.
about.
Guy.
I did a live stream talking about the Crawl Boy and the Stormcast announcement when they showed off like the Swamp Dragon thing and the Dobby the House Elf thing. Do you remember those the new monsters coming out for the Crawl Boys, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
And the Sloth Dragon Swamp Creature thing, I said looked like something out of Flight of Dragons, maybe Spiderwick Chronicles, something like that. And we went, this is going to be a live stream video. It's purely about all the releases. Half it ended up just being people watching me search things in Google from my childhood and going, that's what it looks like. Oh, that's it. And the worst thing is, I had a guest on. They had to sit through it. But they liked it. It was a very nice guy from America, and he was very positive. I said, you know what? I know this is what the title of this video is about. This is what I want to search up. And he was like, yeah, you're right, man. You're the boss. I was like, that's right. I'm the boss. Everyone's going to watch this. I mean, the viewers all dropped, but that hasn't bothered me. Not one little bit. Right, sorry.
Oh, there you go.
I'll go back to my cage.
Yep, I still have it on VHS.
Yep, I have it.
Oh, wow.
I reckon I might as well, mate. It's. Can you, Chris? Can you buy it for the stream and then just put it on in the corner? That'd be great.
Yeah, why not?
It's probably only available on Blu-ray now from Amazon for £10. So if you could, it's actually just £12, but I'm sure you won't mind it. You know, you do want to make the best content for the people when money's not really a thing.
Got to entertain.
Yeah, buy it.
Seen the movie Nagash about years ago.
Great. I'm glad most people have watched this. This is fantastic news.
I think, So Mark, I think that I've chatted that comments from before, but yeah, so we've gone through that. So Nagash is 26, 33 for me, and then 35 for Matt. All these 35 this year, maybe around that.
Yep.
Yep. Just turned 26 as well, by the way. Birthday last week, so still pretty young. Just want to.
Happy belated.
Thank you very much. Still my mid-20s. Very keen to mention them. You're in your late when you get to the 9th year of the decade.
All right, there you go. Nagash. So I hadn't thought about this that film for years until Nagash used the theme song in the Dracanis video. There you
yes. Yeah. Song. Good news. It didn't get claimed. Fantastic. Don't know. The person who made it might be dead. So, we pulled it off. And I also used a clip of Benedict Cumberbatch, isn't it, from Smell? Yeah, used him. So, and we used, I think there might have been a Dragonheart thing in another one, and maybe another. There was a current theme for people who watched it. So I'm glad it. And they were all,
as long as it's relevant and very tiny.
And they were all under the impression that they were all going to be demonetized. So, and they didn't, but it was great. But so there we go. So I'm glad the Night of Zen appreciated that. So it's great, isn't it? I want to rewatch it, but I think you need to watch it with someone special. But yeah, right. Okay, next one.
So Mark, so 49.
49. good one.
What are you guys working on at the moment? So I'm working on the Leviathan. Still haven't done his shell. I know you guys are gonna be like, why? And because I'm still thinking. I just wanted to try 3 different colors.
He's been thinking since the start of the stream.
I have, but I have done little bits. But I've done
little bits of thinking.
Different colors for this.
Every time he picks it up to show it to the camera, he's actually worn more paint off the model than he's put on during the stream. Well, it makes you feel better. I'm not even painting. I'm trying to be writing notes for a video. So
yeah.
You always let me crack on with this. It'd be great.
Yeah, so Nagash is working on his next video content, which is cool for Soul Blights. And then
available on the Asian Nagash YouTube.
Just contrasting some Stormcast.
Plug. It's not even just plugging in. It's just forcing that one. It's like, can you imagine when I was a kid and you had those you had a square bit of wood, and it had a star cut out, a triangle cut out, a circle one, and a square one. Do you reckon I saw a kid just trying to shove a square into a triangle cutout? Yeah. And it will go if I plug it in enough.
Yeah, that's it.
I wasn't allowed to play with that toy after.
Well, I'm gonna have to change the description, aren't I? So because you're here now, and all that good stuff.
Yeah, change it to the Sagas of the Dice, and then put Agent Nagash.
Really, we should put just Agent Nagash at the front.
Really, I mean, I don't know why I'm not on the why. It's not that why I'm not on the thumbnail, but why I'm not the thumbnail. If anyone's just watching this for the first time, I am generally a really sarcastic person, so I hope you.
I suppose that would help. Really, should just under your name or something. Then just
Of course. Right, so Soulblight Gravelords, the start of the video I've got for the lore video is they used to be Legion of Nagash before that vampire counts. I'm out of ideas.
Done. Just extend
Nice. Right, on to the rules. Cool. Yep. Nice. Don't know why I'm doing this. Everyone's going to watch Doug's videos anyway. But it's just like I have to do a lore video before. No, I like the lore, but I like it when you can go deep dive, not like a summary.
So
of it.
I think it's available in YouTube. Flight of Dragons. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Nighttime watching for you, I think.
Can you get up then and put it in the corner?
No.
Yeah, get rid of this thing you have behind her.
Tech issues as it is. That's why I cancelled our actual YouTube content in the middle. So and obviously the other camera as well. I swap cameras around. I'm literally falling apart at the moment.
Why don't you get rid of the thing in the background and put the film on?
Why don't you get rid of that really yappy guy down at the bottom?
Yeah, I hate him. Bloody feeder. No, I'm joking.
What was that?
There you go. Much better.
I love this, isn't it? It's like serenity, peace, and quiet, and then
peaceful,
all of a sudden,
calm.
Yeah.
All
of a sudden, this guy pops in. There you go. He's
suddenly, my headaches come back.
He's just gone away now. He's had enough.
Also, no one picked up on my name.
Yeah, I did.
I saw it. I just refused to acknowledge you.
If anyone's wondering, if anyone's saying, God, there was a bit of resemblance between those two, same person. So there we go. The new Witcher season's on its way. I was very happy with my performance.
Have you guys seen the animated one, The Witcher?
Or
something. That's actually quite decent. I enjoyed it.
Good, yeah.
Really good animation.
Oh, I look forward to that.
I will be watching it.
I was surprised as well. Like I didn't know that was coming. Like I don't remember seeing a trailer.
I think I remember seeing some sort of hype about it like months ago or a year ago, but that's about it.
It was a film, isn't it?
Speaking of animations, let's go to the hot topic. How's everyone thinking about Warhammer Plus?
Don't like it. Let's move on.
I remember talking about it the other day.
No, I understand. It's probably, if you want it, it's probably a really good deal. But I generally don't think Games Workshop is a great company, and the only thing that makes me I want to argue at that point I just make is that I really like their toys.
Yeah. I mean, like, their toy making, or their plastic models, is top-notch. But they're trying to branch out into so many different things, and I'm kind of wondering whether or not they should just stick to what they know.
Yep.
They're trying to pull a Disney, basically.
But the problem I have is, like from their business point, they seem to, like, just do all of it at once.
To be honest, I've not got the app, and I will be. I think I'm gonna buy it to see what it's like, because I didn't even watch the free anime bits either, like they showcased.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
No,
Anyway.
but I've heard some good things, and I'm gonna give it a go, because if I like it, I like it. So I'm just gonna give it a go, see how it goes. If I don't like it, just unsubscribe. There you go. I'm not really bothered about the miniatures because I don't collect orcs, and that assassin's pretty cool. I like to paint that, but I'm not like overly fussed if I don't get it. So it's worth. I'm thinking of just giving it a go. But I've heard mixed things. Mainly, one of the main things that I've heard that I'm not really, that's kind of annoyed me a little bit, is the lack of content on published, like release day. I would have assumed that they would have got a bit more content on there, but
You'd think so, but I don't know. Like at the same, I feel like they've just recruited a lot of the YouTube guys, like a lot of the YouTube animators or content creators, and then they could have just shoved their stuff on there immediately, but they didn't, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, true.
At the same time, like those animators, I'm sure they're working very hard and they love what they do, but how much content can they push out?
Well, it's the same weekly material every Wednesday, right? But what's that about? Is that like one?
I mean, they could probably put out battle reports, maybe some painting tutorials.
What is that then? Like, there's people making battle reports for free practically on YouTube.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's not like something I would specifically pay for.
Yeah, like yeah, and I think they've. I mean, I don't really want to get into all of it and stuff. But I personally think they've gone around this in quite a crappy way of how they've decided to do this. But I think I talked about all this in my video yesterday, so I don't really want to
go watch that one. Go watch that video.
Yeah, go watch that video. I might have spoken about it after the video. I can't really remember, but all I can say is a YouTube content creator, and I'm hardly the biggest one out there, or whatever. I'm like a moderate sized one, and I can say from my personal opinion, and like what I've heard from a lot of other people who've got small channels, big channels, just put a lot of people on edge because Games Workshop didn't have any communication to us of if it was okay or not. Like for example, the lovely person that made my really really incredibly nice person who made my intro. Fantastic guy. Yeah, it's called Dustwalker. He made a fantastic trailer for his Nighthaunt, who, like me and like Matt as well, have themed it instead of it being like spiritual with ghosts, it's like blood, and it's called his Bloodhaunt. Fantastic trailer.
Very cool.
Yeah, he took that down because he's worried. He's won't be able to finish the rest of the trailer for my channel because he's worried. Absolutely fair enough. Like, because it might, because I don't know, it might be like at some point in the future. Yeah. But Games Workshop might not do it. But they just all I heard is like, for example, 2 Plus Tough like emailed them saying, what do we need to do? Are we okay? And then they just sent like a very short email going, "You're all right." Like,
thanks. That calms all of my anxiety.
Yeah, and like I'm not. Again, I don't want to go into all this, and I already have, but it's just like little things that cost nothing, like just to do like an article or something. Saying, "Hi, we know we've got loads of people who are passionate about our product and make YouTube videos. Here are the things you." And I know this, like we could go, well, look at the IP guidance; it says it right there. But more of an article way of.
It's like the IP thing. Literally, a lot of the people shouldn't be doing what they're doing. Yeah,
well, technically, I shouldn't have. My logo shouldn't exist.
No.
My name of my channel, like Age Nagash, shouldn't exist.
Yeah.
But it's just because obviously you guys know you put a lot of time and effort into this, and you don't like apart from trying to create content for people to enjoy, and that being the thing, you don't get loads of anything else out of it. So if you want to try and put loads and loads and more of your own effort, time, resources, money, and all that sort of thing, you want to at least know that one day there's a chance it might pay off or something. And then if you ever know, you might get to a point where you get big enough where if things are going quite well, and then suddenly you just get Well, I mean, quite well. I mean, maybe you look at it and go, "Oh, maybe in a few years from that point, you could do this minimum wage or something." And it's like, but at that point, you get a email from Games Workshop saying, "Yeah, stop this," because you're making because we want the £90 a month you're making from this, not including all the time and everything you put in.
Oh, Mikey, you are dreaming, dreaming.
Yeah. What, the £90?
I'm looking for 90p.
We are going to go back to the chat.
Let me see that 90p. Yeah.
So Christopher, so he's saying it's disappointing not hearing Sean Connery voice the New Dragons too.
Yeah, I mean, I think time and space is stopping that, but it would have been cool. They should have brought out the Dragon Army sooner.
There you go. So you got Mark. He enjoys sarcasm, which obviously, especially being Brit and all that, is full of it. But Mikey, you're just a heavy dose of sarcasm.
What's this? Sorry?
I think my humour is quite moderate with sarcasm in other bits, but you're just a full-on dose of sarcasm, which is good.
Yeah, I'm
there you go. Where's Henry Cavill? So Cedar's not really believing that you are.
All right.
You're not the doppelganger.
All right. Okay. I'll go get him, should I? Henry, look, we know you've been sitting there bloody painting your custodian, but come on, show these people what they want to see. Hello, guys. Nice to be here. First time on the channel. So, just got off the shoot for The Witcher. Pretty excited. So here I am. Is it Cedar, is it? Nice to see you in the chat, as always, as I'm told. So, yeah.
First time here.
As I'm told. So that's it. All right. Yeah, sorry, man. I've got to go. All right. No worries. Cheers for coming. We appreciate it. Hopefully you'll be able to come at some point as well. So, yeah. Well, there you go. There's the magic.
There you go, Mikey. Good stuff.
Next time I come, I'm going to buy a Henry Cavill mask and do that properly. That'll be good. I've got a Sigmar t-shirt. I should put it on. Bugger.
So, Mark's saying Warhammer Plus, I haven't been able to bloody subscribe yet. It's like to send you their customer services. So it's.
I think that's like. That's something else we didn't even mention. Like that's just like another. Why is that not working? This is
yeah. So guys didn't catch your name. Oh, so yeah, there you go. It just disappears every time I click anything because technology. So that's the next comment. So I think the Games Workshop might have overstepped the mark with the Fresh Nurgle.
Yeah, I can't. I don't know how many people are actually going to buy that.
What's that? I think that Games Workshop might have overstepped
the Nurgle plushie.
Oh, how much is it?
I have no idea. I'd imagine 20 plus 30 pounds maybe.
The Gryph-hound's cool.
Gryph-hound's all right. If you don't,
what is a
plush toys from like China?
What is the plush? Is that just a soft toy? Yeah. But you just know it'd be really expensive. And what do you do with it?
So what's everyone's thoughts on the future of Nighthaunt? Well, I think Agent Nagash, what are your thoughts with the future of Nighthaunt? As in, like, are they always going to be? I'm assuming
they'll get a battle tome before Christmas, is what I reckon.
Really?
That's based on no factual information, but merely speculation. But they are the joint third oldest battle tome. No, because the Stormcast one's coming out soon, so they are technically the third oldest battle tome. So their battle tome is over 3 years old now.
Yep.
Most battle tomes these days, since second edition, barely go that long without getting an update. The army's also struggling a bit, which doesn't always mean they're going to get an update, but it kind of can head towards that.
Yeah, also miniature.
And they what?
They had that new miniature as well.
Oh yeah, the torture guy, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And I think they need a monster or some sort. So I could definitely see them getting They've got loads of new models anyway, because I still call them new from 3 years ago. But they don't have a monster because I'm pretty sure that Mongol. I don't even know that's part of the army now. I haven't really looked.
It is a narrative battle. Why not?
Yeah. But no, I think problem is Nighthawk will suffer from just little things in the new edition with Chain Rasp can't take 2 blocks of 40 anymore, which is a shame because that's how I used to play them because of the reinforcement rules.
Yeah.
So they needed to make the unit a minimum size of 20 and not a minimum size unit of 10, so they need to up it. And then also the board's smaller, so it's harder for them to come on from the underworlds. I have a buddy in Discord who played against someone on TTS and Tabletop Simulator, and he played a Living City army, and the idea of the Living City army was just to do board denial to his opponent. And he played against Nighthawk, and he made it so his opponent couldn't summon anything from the underworlds. Yeah, and it's not like this guy, the Living City player, had 3 blocks of 40 models and just spread them out or something. It was like he just was clever with his small unit choices. So they do struggle. I think they're like Shaiish Reaper or whatever it was called, the scythe and the spell that was always bad. I think that might be all right now.
I know the spells are really good now compared to what they once were.
Yeah, because before you wouldn't even consider them, but now that's something. The problem is that in the age of big scary hero monsters, Nighthawk heroes, a lot of their biggish ones, I say big-ish because they're 7 wounds, are named characters. Linda, Reichner, and what's the name of the other one?
Kurnox?
The guy on the throne.
Yeah, I think they've all got 7 wounds.
Yeah.
And they all have a 4-up save. And also, the thing that hurt them though, unrendable, but the thing that hurt them is Mystic Shield changing. So you're now +1 to your save, you're not re-rolling 1. So that's a thing. And then, but mentioning Rend is good because people are focusing more on Rend now because how you can have really good saves in Age of Sigmar by stacking, not stacking, but easy ways to get +1 to save. So people where a weapon option might have been -1, or you can take the other weapon option, it's -2 Rend, but now you need an extra 1 to hit or something. They might go for that, for the extra Rend. So where people are paying for more Rend, it's going to be wasted on your Nighthawk. So that is a positive.
Yeah.
That is my thoughts, and I hope they change the start collecting box for Nighthawk, and I hope you can buy the Night of Shrouds, Spirit Torment, and the Guardian of Souls separately as well. That'd be great. Well, I suppose you can Spirit Torment you can buy separately, but you have to buy 2 of the other, the Chain Ghasts, and then they. Have you seen that? The Spirit Torment. So that's the Nighthawk guy dragging the locks, the hero.
Yeah.
And then there's a box you buy of him where you get 2 Chain Ghasts. His psychics. Now that is and it's called the Jewel Lock Jailer or something. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't understand what the hell they're going on about that because they seem to have called it some sort of named character, but it doesn't actually have any named character.
Yeah.
And then you have to, if you want either of those options, you have to buy both of them, which means you pay more. It's just I just feel like they need to clean up. It's quite a messy way to buy into the army. It kind of, it's not the same as it, but it kind of reminds me of Fleshier Courts, where it's you want to make a courtier? Oh, no problem. Just buy this box about 25 times, and you have the exactly right number to have buy a box of ghouls, 5 times or 6 times, and then you'll have enough for 10 courtiers of ghouls as well. So I think that's how it works.
No, it's good getting your opinion because obviously you're very much I know you're going into narrative kind of stuff, but I mean you've been to tournaments, you've done stuff like that, so it's good to get your opinion.
And they need to make the Mortis Engine Nighthawk for crying out loud. Because you can't have it in a Start Collecting box and in a Mortal Realms description and go,
yeah, it's not part of that army.
It's malignant. It's what malignant? Is that the word? Yeah. What does that even mean in terms of keywords for using it in my Nighthawk army? Because once you go, someone goes into a Games Workshop and goes, I really like these ghosts. Yeah, they're really cool. It's the best way to do it. And then like this guy's got like a Start Collecting Malignant box he's had on his shelf for the last year. He goes, this is the perfect start for you. Kid buys it, builds it all, and goes, yeah, actually, well, the big cool thing can't go in your army. That's why I wanted it. Yeah, well, no. So it just, and the big Mortis engine, you could break it up and make 3 Tomb Banshees and all that sort of thing, and other stuff. Someone's brand new to the hobby does not want to cut up that model. So I think it's a bit of a tricky one, but I do really like Nighthorn. I won't give up on them. So, here we are. I even, funny you mentioned the Nighthorn, because I even have the book on me right now. So it's right here. I never would give up on these guys, but if anyone does want to buy some Nighthorn, I am selling them. So, and I will take literally anything. No, I'm joking. I won't give up on that one. Just accidentally touched the INF Deacon book to get the Nighthorn book out. Ugh, disgusting.
Well, it's going
to really filthy and cheap.
In this Deacon book, right? The one thing I like about it, even though it's like hasn't had any revised versions of it, but
it's been solid for the last 3 years and a half.
You haven't had to buy another book.
Fun?
You haven't had to buy another book.
You haven't had to think about the Stormcast, I suppose, they only bought for 3 years, but they had to buy at one point. I think they had to buy like 4 books in 3 years. I was like, stupid.
Yeah, it was some dumb when they started off, didn't they? Yeah, like each chamber had their own book, which is ridiculous.
The Beast of Chaos players haven't had to worry about a thing. They've had to buy a book once, and that's it.
Yeah.
The Sinesh people have gradually had to buy books to make their army worse. I can't imagine there's anything more depressing than that. Right. Let's buy this book, which means my army is not going to win any games. No, I'm joking. I'm sure they win some. I'm sure. I mean, scientifically, they have to, right?
Yeah. Of course, the thing is, one thing that a lot of people, when they start comparing armies, it's not a good army, blah, blah. But at the same time, not everyone goes to tournaments. A lot of people still have fun games at home or with other people, and, they will win games. So that's why the most important thing is to collect the army that you enjoy.
No, it's about collecting the army that's going to win. No. What sort of loser talk you're talking about?
No, mate. Tell you what, absolutely.
The loser corner. No.
I know you're joking. Because I know full well what you like. So.
No, it's only play the army. At the end of the day, you're going to have. If anyone's like new to this and is watching, and you've watched Matt and Christine carefully paint their models. Slowly. I know like Christine's really, really trying to get that turtle done. You might see every time she throws it to the camera, it just doesn't progress. It is, I'm joking. So anyway, so this takes ages, right? If anyone's wondering, they're new to this. Right, do that times 1,000 and then maybe have an army. So that's why you want to paint models that you like, because otherwise you're just going to get bored. Easily, really easily. And sometimes the models you like them more than they deserve, and they dislike you more than you don't deserve, which also makes it quite annoying. Let's say you really like Sinesh, and then you go, you know what, I don't want to spend forever painting every single model. Then it's kind of a catch-22. So paint Nighthorn.
That's the end message. Paint Nighthorn.
Paint Nighthorn. If you do touch a Stormcast model, don't worry, you can get medical attention for that. So don't worry. And then, Stormcasts aren't too bad, to be honest. Luminef, I reckon Luminef are my new hatred now.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I don't like Luminef, and I also don't like Doors of Cain. Like, I really like to play against. I hate them.
Well, right, okay. So not miniature-wise, but it's more just to play against.
What, Doors of Cain?
Well, both. Luminef.
Luminef.
Yeah, I know that.
Lore-wise and game-wise. I mean, I've only played against Luminef twice, and I've beaten both of them. And that's a ratio I don't intend to dirty and muddy up in losses. So, but yeah, they not great. And then Daughters of Cain are just like, here's all my stuff. It's really cheap. And I'm going to charge 5 harpies into your Mortek Crawler that's on full health and overkill it. And then bugger off again. And my unit costs 90 points. So, like...
yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, and then this is like... And I was so happy when I was fighting against Daughters of Cain at first. It's like, you haven't taken loads of Witch Hells. That's really nice. It's cool. It's really cool to see the snakes. And then I saw what the snakes did. And then, but apparently it's not as bad now because like you can't take units of like 15 bow snakes and stuff. Whereas before you could, and my RKL wouldn't last more than a turn in 2 games in a row in a tournament, and I really didn't want to play anymore. That's really depressing,
wasn't it? Really? Sorry, it's not good enough for it.
Pardon?
No, I was just saying nothing. I was just taking the piss. I didn't want to say it too loudly.
Right. Well, anytime you want a game, Christine, I'll give you one.
Well, we did talk about that.
We did talk about that. So, Dice Sagas is going to organise a tournament, a paid-for tournament at Warhammer World. He hasn't asked them yet, but I'm sure they'll be fine. Can you imagine just doing that? Just standing there going, £5 entry?
Exactly.
Could you imagine? You set up like a tournament booth. You actually set up like your own little, you know what they do? You have like a live stream little table and stuff. And there's like laptops there and they talk about it and everything. You do that and it'll be great.
I'm going to catch up on chat anyway. So Nighthorn won't get any more models and will be abandoned eventually. And I've just bought 4,000 point out. Yeah.
Against the odds.
That they will, but yeah, I get it. So, so I am hoping so. As I've been playing Undead Nighthaunt for longer than I can remember, I dig the. I assume that's the new miniature. Is it?
It must be. It must be because that's the name I don't recognize.
Cruciator.
Yeah, that's the new torture guy.
Right. Okay. And but to be honest, I mainly play a cavalry army. Obviously, Hex Race. Okay, it's fair.
Yeah, that's cool. Death Riders, is it called? Is it called Death Riders? There's a battalion, well, a narrative battalion now, but
here we go. Yeah, so Fax Painter. I think you did say you were working on this, right? A Mortis engine and converting into a black coach of sorts.
That's cool.
There we go, Mark. Are you really selling any Nighthaunt? I'm interested in anything.
I'm really interested in anything. No, not selling my Nighthaunt. Should probably be selling my Nighthaunt out of a fact that I have too many models, but it's a painted army, so there's no reason to sell it. Don't sell your models, guys.
I'm selling armies.
Don't sell your models because when you go to, I don't know, down the stairs and you slip and you bang your head and then you actually teleport into a different dimension and you finally get hordes upon hordes of nightmarish creatures, owning your painted armies are going to be there to save you. So just remember that. You're going to really wish you had some ogres, don't you, Christian? To save the day. Oh, if only there was a massive ogre to stop this rhino charging me. I don't know.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, I only play OP players, even though I have been looking at narrative play.
I'm not surprised. I've only been playing overpowered players, and now I'm looking at the narrative side.
But now that does mean that even though he's been looking at the narrative stuff, which I get, because obviously it depends on which crowd you kind of fall into as well, isn't it? 'Cause obviously game clubs and all that kind of jazz. I mean, Matt's the most competitive player there is. I mean,
oh yeah,
he's just fully into
I've
the competitive
heard. People have been scared. Nothing to do with the hobby. People have been scared to enter the district of Manchester because of this. So it's been like literally like I've seen people. No, I was going to go on a trail of conversation, which is very dark comedy, but I can't.
Yeah, well, stay clear of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Mark mainly plays Warcry and Catacombs, so that's pretty
That's cool. I haven't tried Catacombs, to be fair. No. I like Warcry.
Yeah, I was going to say, me and Matt went halves.
We have a copy of it, but we just haven't played it yet.
Yeah.
Have you built it?
I've built all the terrain, yeah.
That sounds like someone was building and painting the terrain, and someone else was meant to build and paint the warbands, and I'm guessing the other person hasn't done that.
No, I got the Dark Elf versions, whatever they're called these days.
Oh, you converted it up into a Deepkin, didn't you?
Yes.
There we go. You got a little tie caster.
There we go. This is for you, Mikey. So, seriously, what is it like at tournament atmosphere-wise?
It's great. I'll tell you this. You want to be on the bottom tables. I'll tell you for why. So,
what you know about?
That is because you're bumping to me at the bottom tables. No, because I'm joking. So, tournament atmosphere. It's good. Generally, it's really, really good. There's not really any buts to it. But what I will say is, no, it really is good. So how I usually play is I never take the most powerful army. Number one reason, because then if you lose, you can go, well, I always go middle ground. So here we are. But I always take something middle of the road. And I usually, and I haven't been for a while, but I usually take an army. It's like a Swiss system, so you start randomly. I make my way up to like the top 5 tables, and then as soon as I get on the top 5 tables, I have my top 5 game, and then I get beaten, and then I get kicked back down to where I belong. So I've sort of been on quite like the different stages of the tables, and I can say the bottom table is definitely the best. The bottom tables are like, I've brought mixed destruction. I'm like, I didn't even know you could do that anymore, and it's like, yeah, I have, and it's like, that's awesome. And then they have names for each one of their goblins, and it's really, really cool. But no, tournaments are great, mate. Yeah, I know you can go to your gaming club and stuff, but especially in this world, like you haven't been able to like sort of hang out in your gaming club at the moment that much, and you're sort of, you've been stuck in real life for so long. Tournaments are a great escapism. Like usually you drive a few hours or whatever to get there, so you feel like you're driving away from everything. You get there, you're spending the weekend with people who are just like-minded, like yourself, about hobby. Like, for example, if I was at like Warhammer World, there's been many times where like I'm queuing for something to get to eat in the canteen or whatever, and I just start talking to the person in front of me, and you just say, "What army have you brought, mate?" And then you're having a 20-minute conversation. Like it's great, mate. I'd say, and I think when I first went to a tournament, I was a bit hesitant. I looked at it and go, "Well, £65 for it's quite expensive." You think about it, you're getting a weekend of fun, mate. Like it's so generally big fan, and it's a good way to learn the game. I know I hadn't really played any competitive games for a while. I think I had a break for about a year or something, like last year or something like that, like being able to play properly. And to get back into it, I just went to a tournament, and it was a 5-game tournament, lost 4 games. But I learned the addition because it was just like repetitive, getting the reps in. But no, it's absolutely fantastic, mate. And like, it's been very much the minority where you think like, oh, a really good, really sort of like tournament player where like they're just like cutthroat and they're just like a dick and everything else. Like I've probably had like 3 people like that, but that's probably like 3 people out of probably like, I don't know, 40 or something. So that's pretty good.
No, I think it's a misconception, to be honest, because for me, I've again been in the hobby for a long time, but I've never been to a tournament, and again, it's just because I don't see myself as a very competitive player, but I've also been slightly put off in the sense of like just the scene. And then obviously this was when I was younger, more so than now. But now I'm actually quite intrigued to give it a go. Obviously when things, get a bit better, but just to give it a go, see how far I get. And just have a good laugh, meet new people as well. And say, hey guys, have you seen Dice Sagas? It's worth checking out. So got some
right, Dice Sagas. You want to check out Dice Sagas? Honestly, best what's the word? Best tactical review program I know. That's the other one. Best battle reports I know, especially in the sort of like narrative theme. Guys, if you haven't subscribed yet, do check them out. This is your channel. Right, so what you want to do is there's a big subscribe button and it's red and you want to press it, and then after that I've tied you in now, so you want to press the like button as well, and then here's the extra little thing, press the bell button, because it means you won't miss any of this stuff coming out in the future. Sorry, I was typing on my phone and you said something about your channel, and I presume that was a prompt for me to start selling it.
No, that was good.
How did I do?
You actually did pretty well there, mate. To be fair, you didn't say share. So, ideally like the content and the channel to be shared. So spread the word, spread the good word, and
spread the good word of our Lord. And the other thing as well is that I've seen the stats for Dice Sagas, and only one person who watches them hasn't subscribed. So if that's you, if you're there like some kind of loser, join the rest of us. Press the subscribe button and don't be on your own. Like, you know, what a
yeah.
loser.
Oh,
Billy
yeah.
No Mates. Press the
Yeah.
subscribe button.
I like this
Yeah, I feel like
hyper-aggressive advertisement.
I feel like I can do this on your channel. There's no conflictions to mine. Or there's no consequences.
Oh.
I'm joking. Don't subscribe. It's not very good content.
Whatever.
Love it.
No, press the button. And share as well, apparently, I've been told.
Yes.
Does it actually do something?
Exactly. And as we've, I don't think it's been
Well,
mentioned.
yeah, it's called sharing. That's sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring on certain things, not COVID, but like most other things.
Like heroin.
Well, in this topical conversation we're having, sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring. It's quite hard to try and find things funny that aren't deeply sensitive and offensive.
You?
But the fault was there. The fault was there. Right, I've got a question for everyone.
No, go on.
Oh, here it comes.
If you had to have a race,
What? If we had to have a race or a roast?
a race.
Race. Yeah.
The race can be the second part of the question if you like now, actually.
The roast
That's
comes
a
out.
race. Yeah, the race does
Two
come
very
after.
different
This
things,
is fitting beautifully. You had to have a race, but the animal you ride during the race is going to have to be some sort of rodent. What would it be?
Oh, so I was reading chat. So we're a race, and you have to choose what type of rodent would be.
Yeah, okay. Let me try and make this so it makes more sense. So, like, you're being pulled in a chariot by rodents.
Right. Okay.
So, would you go for rats? Would you go for bunny rabbits? Go for guinea pigs?
I'll go for rat ogres.
Go for Pikachu.
Okay, I mean, this is all
Pikachu's
fine.
pretty good. I like that.
Is that a rodent?
Yeah, he's a mouse type Pokemon.
Yeah.
I love how that's maybe some sort of subclass. Like, yeah, he's mouse variety. Pikachu, right? Okay, and then that also means you have to roast them afterwards.
I see no problem with this. There's so many of them. There's so many of them.
Well, Pikachu's. I thought there was only one. Or is my Pokemon lore completely wrong?
Get with the times, mate.
Nah, just get two of them together, and you'll get lots. It'll be fine.
Let's evolve it into a Raichu. There you go. More power.
What's a Raichu?
That's the evolved version of Pikachu.
So why does he only have a Pikachu then? Why doesn't he have the better one?
Because Pikachu
There's an episode
doesn't
about
evolve.
that.
And also, yeah, 'cause Pikachu doesn't want to evolve. And then on top of that, marketing-wise, Pikachu's the main Pokemon, so you don't want to change it.
But then that means that the cartoon's all about money.
Isn't
It
everything?
is.
Shit. Bloody hell. Well, I've learned something new today.
So, Mark, I have friends who've been to tournaments and they have mentioned about some players who take it too so seriously and belittle other players. I've heard similar things, and I think that is the minority, as Mikey was saying. I think it's just a case of
Honestly, I've met, as a percentage wise, I've met just as many bad people going to my local store than at a tournament. Like at the end, and especially if you're playing against, I think you were the one who said you're playing against very competitive people. Yeah. I think you said that. You go against loads of overpowered armies, go to a tournament, and there's a chance you'll fight less overpowered armies. Like you get a real good variety of people at tournaments. It's not all just cutthroats, unless it's changed in the last 2 years and people over COVID have just got more cutthroaty. Then that could happen, because I am giving you information from about 2 years old. What about a year and a half? Year and a half, actually.
There we go. Let's see, Mark's preaching right now. He's preaching. Dice Saga bloody rules. I tell you.
Dice Sagas does rule. I've always liked Dice Sagas. If any of you have been thinking about subscribing to them, because I'm half listening because I'm texting, so I'm just like, just go to default.
Mate, I tell you what, that is just
that doesn't require any brain capacity to say any of that stuff. So like,
that's why we invite you onto the channel.
Yeah, to be honest, right? Yeah, this is it. So we take Mikey off, and then the minute we want him back on to start talking about subscribing and stuff, there you go, start him back on, and then Dice Sagas.
Oh, so if anyone's thinking about subscribe to Dice Sagas, what you do is start watching this video and go to Nagash, which is the supreme out of all of the 6,000 plus.
Cut him off. Cut him off.
Right, hold on. There you go. Done. He's done. He's a goner. I think he's going to be too pissed for this now. Oh, he's actually gone. Yeah.
It's like, have anyone ever watched the Graham Norton show? Has anyone seen Graham Norton show?
Yeah.
And like, you know, he's talking to random members of the public who are sitting in a chair and he doesn't like the story. So they just go, woo! Just go back. Yeah.
It's, I don't know, press the button, then there you go.
Look, I talk to anyone and they say, how could you spend over £300 on a chair? You sit in this chair and you tell me if you would spend that money. I haven't got a sponsor, but if we're talking about sponsorship, well, the old Secret Lab. No, I'm joking. Please sponsor me. I'll take anyone.
So Christopher saying, I'm glad to see the generation behind me doing this content and thankful for you guys like you in this golden age of miniatures. Well, we're certainly enjoying it.
We're doing I mean, like, it took me a bit of a while to get everyone ready to do this video today, but like, you're welcome, mate. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for coordinating this, Mikey. Really appreciate
it. You're very welcome.
Your efforts.
I mean, my Soul Like Gravelord video isn't happening, but you're welcome. I'm happy to add conversation. I mean, this is more fun than doing all that stuff anyway. Because I can talk my mind, which you guys probably haven't noticed.
No, not at all.
There's no filter. Well, I'll be honest, there is a filter, and you can thank God there is one. Yeah, imagine what it would be like without one.
A very, very thin filter.
Very, very, very worn down filter. If anyone thinks about me in my childhood, he was such a nice young lad. And now it's just, God, he doesn't have to talk about himself, does he? I'm actually one of the quiet ones in my family. I have you know that. I'm referred to as the quiet one in my family. Yeah.
That's a scary thought.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
So then again, you may just come to life when you start talking miniatures and you're like, oh, wow, it's amazing. And then personality changes. You open up.
Just as soon as like I'm not talking about miniatures, my back's hunched. I sort of like self-esteem goes down. I tuck my vest into my trousers, pull my socks up, and then start just talking even more nasally.
Is this when you go to the gym? Yeah.
Yeah, this is when I go into my my lair. Yeah. I generally do bring Neferata to me for the gym as my cheerleader.
Of course you do.
Everyone looks at me like I'm really cool as well, which is really good. I presume that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
I presume that's why they point and laugh. But I think they're just having an asthma attack and they're not laughing. That's what I tell myself. All 20 of them at once, continuously. Because at the end they're rolling around on the floor, so they must be.
Yes.
The only explanation.
So, Matt, hobby progress. How are you doing?
He's getting there.
Oh, he is. I love that mini. I love what you did with him.
I think he's fun, mini. Lots of fun details.
Yeah.
I've also painted up these guys. Well, not painted up. I've doused them in black Templar. Ooh. My chunky boys. They'll be nice and quick to paint up.
I've not really read the rules on those guys, but they are pretty tanky, right?
You remember like your ogres when they charge in, they do mortal wounds?
Yeah,
that's what they do.
No, grand.
Yeah, enjoy it.
Yeah. Taste of my own medicine. But then again, I only used them once, so does that imply you only use yours once?
What's this about curtains? Yes, I do have a channel, Cedar. Go check it out. Right, what I missed.
Oh wow. It's just automatic. I love it. It's like those YouTube channels where like the person like says it like a nervous tick. It's like subscribe, bell, icon, like, comment.
I've been saying Patreon. Those words repeatedly for like the last 2 to 3 words, the last 3 years, Matt. What do you expect? Like I say those words repeatedly, probably about 4 times a week for the last 4 years or 3 years.
It's just like it replaces your natural greeting. It's like people say good morning. It used to just like subscribe.
It really is. And the fact that in like everyday conversation you can't, if people say, what do you do in your spare time? And like the first thing you want to say is a YouTuber, and you can't really say it because it's not socially acceptable yet.
Yeah, Mark. Yes, indeed. He does have a YouTube channel. It's called Go on, Nagash, Sell Yourself. You know,
Sell it.
Called
Sell yourself.
Nagash. I've heard from people on the street it is the second best YouTube channel. Not even going to say on Warhammer, just generally second. Second to Dice Sagas, obviously, which you see there's a lovely little subscribe button next to it. But there is a link to Asian Nagash in the description down below. There will be. Or just type Asian Nagash into search engine. If you're wondering how do I spell Nagash again, it's just age of, and then just remember your favourite character from Warhammer, and then you'll know it. So type that in. It will take to Asian Nagash. You got to click subscribe though, otherwise the website won't work. And then there's probably, I reckon I've done about nearly 500 videos. I reckon.
Is it possible in the YouTube description to redirect the Age of Nagash link to a Rick Astley video? Never gonna give you up.
It could do. I mean, to be honest, be careful how many of those words you're saying, otherwise this video will be taken down. But there's been so many times I want to break into song, but I haven't been able to, Matt, unfortunately.
Really? What kind of song?
I mean, you guys are lucky because I can't sing. But yeah, awful. And if you think I'm saying I'm bad, then imagine how bad I actually am. So, I mean, if Teenage Dirtbags on in a car, then it's going to be sung. Are we aware of this song? Teenage Dirtbag? Anyone? Judging by the age of everyone in the chat, I reckon I'm probably on my own. But there is also Living on a Prayer. We all know that one, don't we?
Oh, yes.
That's a good one. I like that song. I heard that Christine sings it in the shower.
How often are you in the shower with them?
Daily.
Right?
I know it sounds really sexual, but he can't wash his hair, so I have to step in. It's part of my as the admin secretary of the channel. It's part of my it gets included in the 50p fee. So I'm if anything, I think I'm paying you at this moment in time.
I'll tell you what, though, I do love karaoke.
Karaoke is great fun. I mean, I like to set up duets when I do it on people who hate being embarrassed. I think is the best.
What about you, Matt? You a
duetter at the old karaoke?
Well, no. I don't think I've been to karaoke in like years.
Yeah, it sounds good. The one in Manchester. Well, again before.
Oh, like an actual karaoke bar.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna have to. We'll visit that when I go to Nottingham. Manchester is not far from there, is it?
No.
Just skip and a jump across the M1, probably.
It's not too far.
Don't skip and jump across motorways though, because generally it's not a good idea.
Generally not a good idea, unless you want to add to Nagash's army.
Yes, do it. I said it on your channel, so that covers any legal problems there down the line. I believe that works. I believe, sir. I believe, Your Honor. He said it on a different person's YouTube channel. It is their fault because they did not stop streaming right now to prevent the person jumping in front of the car in 2 years from now. Sorry. I'll let you guys crack on. Ignore me.
I've been trying for a long time, but
yeah. Well, you're stuck with me. You're stuck with me ever since I said to you guys. Do you want to come onto a video talking about how to start a YouTube channel? You're buggered ever since that.
I'll tell you what, though, we purposely put on some soothing music in the background because me and Matt was like, okay, we're going to chill, we're going to do a bit of painting and get a bit of hobby done and stuff, hang out with some cool guys in chat.
And then this guy shows up.
And then, it's just all goes downhill, doesn't it? It's just...
I was invited onto this channel, have you know?
You were, actually, yeah.
I would have... This video would have been typed up by now if it wasn't for you. So you've ruined me. You've ruined me.
Right? In all honesty, time has certainly flown by. I just looked at the time. It's like 11:45.
Yeah, I gotta get to sleep. Actually,
I've got to put the kids to bed.
Yeah.
Exactly. I know. Right. Bloody all. I mean, obviously not mine.
Is that
You know,
innuendo? I feel
Pardon?
like that's innuendo.
no, that was. I dropped them off earlier. If that makes sense. But,
Dropping kids off at the pool.
yeah, exactly. And
Right,
that's
gotcha.
not the only thing I was talking about. But the other thing as well is it's easier when they're I have to be quiet. But if anyone also great point to mention the OnlyFans. Were you guys aware that I tried to do an OnlyFans account? Like a month
Yeah.
ago? I probably already mentioned it, haven't I? Yeah, so when I was a bit disappointed that I couldn't do it, because my driving license is fake apparently, and my nipples are too hairy. The thing is that they're getting rid of all the naughty stuff on there, aren't they? So really,
they actually came out.
they're lost.
They came out saying that that's not happening now.
Yeah, so would have lost all the money, obviously. So
yeah, they've retracted that. That ain't happening.
Oh, is that not happening?
No, it's not now. No.
Oh, I wonder why. Do they like money by any chance?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Surely, I won't go into it, but surely that's where most of the money comes from on that site. Like purely 90% of it.
Wait, isn't that site purely for that?
Yeah, literally, I don't know if there's anything else you can do.
I didn't think there was anything else. I thought that was purely what it was for.
Otherwise, if it's not that, it's Instagram then, isn't it? Like there's no need for because if you couldn't post it on Instagram, you'd post it on that, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So
I thought that was the whole niche. That was the whole point of that website.
I looked at one of them, right? Someone called Belle Delphine, right? And I think she lives in Surrey. And do you know how much?
This is for research purposes, right? Purely for research.
Purposes. Yes. I am wearing shorts you saw earlier. Right now. But,
are they still on?
No, and maybe the tab is on this because I'm not sharing my screen. It's fine. It's half. You got you and yourself, Christian, on one half, and then her face on the other half. But she makes.
I don't want to know how much she makes. I really don't
yes, no, she makes a month.
No,
I
don't want to know.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, but how much do you think is ridiculous, Christian? A month?
I don't know. Probably
$250,000.
It's on a YouTube channel I watched, and they were doing an interview about this person who's on it, and I think they almost about 10K or something stupid like that.
Okay, so $250,000. Yep, and 10K. So I googled it. I had a look. And it turns out she's on a month $1.2 million.
Right.
Which is ridiculous, right? Because $250,000 is ridiculous.
I mean, to be honest, who we're talking about the most popular person on there, like an average person?
Probably is the most popular. Oh, yeah. One of them. Not the average one.
Saying which one.
See, that makes my life really depressing. The fact that people like that can get that much money, for doing. Nothing. I want to say nothing, but I can understand there's effort in there. But at the same time,
as a content producer, I can understand the effort and the time. What you remember is she's not editing any of her videos; she's paying someone to do all that and recording. Probably, she's doing nothing.
At that kind of salary, I'd pay someone to do it too.
Oh yeah, 100%. So when I saw all the, well, not doing that thing, but just talking look at any of the big YouTubers, right? I watched their thing and it's edited so well together. Or they have text and every word they're saying to try and make it really engaging. Doesn't they just pay someone else to do all that? That's great. That's what I want to be. I want to be in the stage where I can pay myself a living wage and someone else. So in estimating about 33 years, I may be able to do that. Okay, I think maybe the chat's probably turned towards that. So Rambo then she sold a bathwater. She did, for ridiculous money. She's given vials of her own blood away.
What? Oh my god!
Yeah, there's a guy called Will Any. I think he's one of the youngish lad, and he's one of the big sort of English YouTubers, 4 million subscribers, and he did a video joking about it, and he signed up to her Patreon. And one of her Patreon tiers is $2,500 a month.
Oh, good Lord.
Obviously. But he signed, obviously, he's going to make the money back on a video, right?
Of course.
Probably on his tax return, he's putting he did that for video purposes. But one of the things that obviously she knows this guy's a YouTuber, so she sort of engaged with it a bit, and she sent him like a little gift box, and in that gift box was a vial of her own blood, and then there was a bunch of other stuff, right? And then he said he did like a video on like trading the stuff away because he doesn't really want it because it's all about weird. And then there was someone who offered it sounded like, you didn't see his face, sounded like some sort of 15-year-old boy recording on his bed that he had like his passport, his birth certificate, not driving license, something else, like documentation, national insurance card probably, and they're saying that he'll trade any of that for the vial blood. And then the guy doing the YouTube challenge is a bit like this. Yeah, I think we've attracted the wrong sort of crowd here.
Oh, Jesus.
But Fax Painters makes a really good point, but they'll never marry and have a family, so yeah. Well, I mean, I suppose they probably have a good choice of people to choose from. But I mean, the problem is though is that like I saw people saying like, yeah, but you know, if they stop all the porn stuff, like, you know, how are they gonna, you know, find another job because they've ruined their careers? Right, I'm pretty sure if you've made 1.2 million a month and God knows how long, you probably don't need to work again in your life.
Yeah.
You say that, but people that earn that kind of money, they don't know how to deal with it.
I think she's. I don't know, but I think she might be living at her parents' house.
Ugh.
But I mean, that she probably doesn't anymore. But like, I think like, but to be fair, like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like when I say all this, like, how can she do that and get the money? It's purely down to jealousy. If I could do something like that and get that much money, I would 100% do it. Like it's not like powered by some sort of like pride of going, how could anyone? If I could do it, no question. Half them, $1,000. But no, they're like, clearly, working for what you're given, really, isn't it?
Surely, Mikey, I think you haven't just put yourself out there enough. You should give it a shot.
Guys, you know what? There's an lamppost at the end of my street. I might go there now and see where my unexpected journey leads to.
Yeah, do it.
I'm going on an adventure. Said my bottom. But no man worth his salt would marry. The Pax Paint said, no man worth his salt would marry that. I don't know this.
Yeah.
I think you're overestimating how good we are as a gender.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, there's some kid out there, mate, wanting to give their passport away for a vial of her blood. They'll do anything. What will they give for marriage? I don't need any of my limbs, really.
Kidneys? I have 2 of those.
I only need half the heart, right? I don't need my brain to function for what I intend to do. It's awful. Anyway, so chaps, on that note, we'll end the video here. So thank you all very much for joining along. Don't worry, Christian, I've
this. Wrap it up.
Right, so guys, if you're wondering, what do I do now? Sad face. Video has finished. What you need to do, this bit's all pre-recorded now this bit's live. You need to press the subscribe button. Press that button. Smash the bell notification. Otherwise, it won't work. And your firstborn child just won't happen. And then press the like button as well. Make sure you share the video. Make sure you join the Discord, as always, because that's where the magic happens. And that's not OnlyFans. And make sure that you search Agent Nagash and find me there, because I'll do what Christian was going to say. But he'll probably say, Agent Nagash, thank you very much for coming on to the show. As always, it's always good to have you, and I'll do the sound of him go, thank you. It's always a pleasure to be here. Sometimes it's not, guys, but you just roll with it if you get me. And then he'll probably do a plug-in for my channel, and he'll just go check it out. Also, I will say the Dice Sagas have got a buy me a coffee thing where you can go and just help them out, just show a bit of appreciation.
So exactly that. So myself and Matt are always rather parched, so a bit of a coffee our way is always a good thing. So if you want to check out the link to that, you can always find that in the description as well. Basically, you can either support us via like a one-off donation, or you can also do a monthly subscription, like similar to Patreon, all that good stuff. So if you want to check that out, by all means do so and send a coffee our way. There
we go. Couldn't say it better than I did myself, but I did. You stole a little bit of my thunder there, Christian. But I'll let you off. And then Mark makes a very good point, saying, has Agent Nagash got a membership at all because I'm joining Dice Sagas. I do, mate, but if anyone would like to support me on that, I mean, this is not my channel, although how much I've been joking talking about my channel. It's not my channel, but if anyone would like to support my content, you can find that on my channel. You click the join button and it takes you there. I have got a Patreon, but this is about Dice Sagas. So.
I know Nagash has been bigging himself up like a lot, but seriously, check it out because it's really good stuff. And yeah, I suppose that's about right. Yeah, that's
no one I know in real life is proud of any of my YouTube achievements, so it would make the world to me if you could please tell me I haven't wasted the last 3 years of my life. Right, okay, so on that note,
yes.
Thank you very much for watching this channel. Thank you very much for being engaging in the chat as well. Yeah, fantastic. Right, so everyone stay safe, stay hygienic. Make sure you let the dice tell the story.
Yeah, well done. Well done.
I know your own slogan.
I'm very impressed. You remembered that.
Very good. Watched every video. I liked every video.
Well. Right, see you later. So then, Matt, so guys, thank you.
Right, okay, we'll wrap up. See you later.
Right, nice one, guys. Right, have a good night. Take care, all. And yeah, it's Mike. Mikey said, stay safe. Thank you.
Bye. Bye, everyone. Bye.